My name is Gagandeep Singh and I'm a student of sports psychology. My mission is to help people live amazing lives. In today's video, I want to talk about one habit that takes us away from the present moment and prevents us from being our happiest selves. Let's check out what it is. So I love learning about philosophy, and some time back I was watching this video by Sadhguru where he said something that really appealed to me. He said that we as human beings spend most of our time either thinking about the past or thinking about the future, and we are constantly categorizing our experiences as either good or bad. And it's nice that we have these qualities. We have this vivid sense of imagination that helps us plan for the future. And we have this highly evolved memory that helps us learn from our past experiences. And we have this extremely analytical brain that helps us understand all the phenomena around us. But when our rumination starts exceeding healthy levels, it can become a challenge. In fact, it can prevent us from acknowledging where we are and what we have. So I came up with a visual representation of the concept and connected it with mindfulness. I like to call this the time experience matrix. It represents the landscape of our thoughts. On x-axis is the time from past to future. On y-axis is the categorization of thoughts from bad to good. So we end up with 4 different quadrants. Let's check out these quadrants in detail. The first quadrant is what I like to call the dream quadrant. When we are in this quadrant, we are thinking about things that we feel are good for us but lie in the future. Things like fantasies, ambitions, goals and wishes fall into this quadrant. This quadrant gives us hope for the future. The second quadrant also consists of good thoughts, but they are about past experiences. I like to call this the nostalgia quadrant. Reminiscing thoughts, nostalgic memories, past accomplishments all constitute this quadrant. When a person says good old days or those were the days, they are operating out of the nostalgia quadrant. This quadrant can provide an anchor to our present experiences. The third quadrant is what I like to call the trauma quadrant. It consists of past experiences which we may categorize as bad. Traumatic memories, past wounds, embarrassing moments and quote-unquote failures constitute this quadrant. These thoughts tend to make us uncomfortable and we may even try to repress them. The last and the final quadrant is what I like to call the fear quadrant. It consists of future experiences that we don't want to happen in our life. Fears, worries, catastrophizing thoughts and countless what-if scenarios constitute this quadrant. When we are operating out of this quadrant, our behavior is mostly motivated by avoidance. So like I said before, most of our waking time is spent hopping from one quadrant to another. And that's okay. Sometimes we do need to sit down and enjoy our past accomplishments. And sometimes we do need to plan for our future. But when this is done in excess, it can cause a cognitive chaos and take us away from what we actually have, which is this present moment. So I would like to ask you, which of these 4 quadrants do you spend your most time in? And how much do you think these thoughts actually help you? So if we have this cognitive chaos, what should we do? Well, if I were to consult a monk or a sports psychology consultant, chances are that they would recommend mindfulness exercises. Mindfulness essentially means moment to moment awareness of one's own experience without any judgment, which means we are hitting the origin of the time experience matrix, where things are neither in the past nor in the future, where they are neither good nor bad. They are what they are and they are in the present moment. Mindfulness comes in many forms and it need not be practiced only through meditation. Some people consider reading to be mindfulness. Some people consider cooking to be mindfulness. For me personally, playing soccer is a mindfulness exercise. In the next video, I'll talk about some very easy ways to practice mindfulness and come back to the present moment. Till then, I would encourage you to think about those 4 quadrants and which are the type of thoughts that consume you on a day-to-day basis. This is essential because the first step of progress is awareness. That's it from my side. My name is Gagandeep Singh and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to hit the like, share and subscribe buttons and share your feedback in the comments down below. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend ahead and I'll see you again next week. Bye.